Welcome back. In this video we will learn about how to change theme of an app and how to introduce many other features that Android Studio provides us. So I'm going to create a new project here. I'm going to name it like theme demo. Finish. Every app that we make has a theme that is been created by default Android Studio, and we can also create our custom theme, and we can change the colors, change how the app looks. First of all, let me run this default app, then I can show you where is the theme and how did this affect the app. For example, here is our last project that was currency converter, and in this project you can see that there at the top there is a text written currency converter. At the bottom of this text there are green kind of thing, and what's that? This is called actually the action bar in Android. This is actually action bar, and there is a dark green at the top where there are little icons and the time, battery icon, and the Wi-Fi. This is called actually the status bar of an app. And there is another color that is used. This is red color. This is called actually the color accent, and the color that this action bar has is called color primary, and the color that is there over status bar is called color primary dark. So now in this video we will learn how to create our own custom theme and how can we change these colors. So first of all, if you go to the resources folder, there it contains four subfolders. One is the drawable. In the drawable folder uh, it contains any type of images we want to use in our project, or any kind of XML files that we want to use as a resource. And there is another folder, layout. You will be familiar with this. This is for the layout of every activity. And there is a MIP map folder. This is for actually the launcher icon for the app. For example, if I go back to my emulator and just close this project, then if I go here, then you can see that every app has an icon. For example, this contacts app has an icon. This icon is defined under MIP map, and our default project has this Android little icon. So I'm going to show that where this exists. If you go to the MIP map folder under IC launcher, if you double click to open this, this is actually the icon that you are seeing here. Alright, so this is actually when we want to create a new launcher icon, we can change that by going to the MIPMap folder and changing the image resource for that. We will learn this when the time comes. Now there is another important folder that is called values. This folder is responsible for holding any kind of colors we want to use in our app, the strings we want to use in our app, and the styles. Styles is the folder where we define the theme of our app, and strings is the folder where we define any kind of strings we want to use. Remember, if I go to the main activity.xml file, here is a text, and let me show you something. For example, if I get there and change some text here, as I change the text, you can see that it is saying this is hard-coded string, should you use at this string resource file. That means that we should have defined this string under strings.xml, and then we have to use that. For example, if I define a new string here, the syntax is pretty much the similar as the above app name is written here, and you can also change the app name from here. So let's say I want to use a string here. String name is going to be text, for example, for now, and I put in hello world for example. And now if I go to my activity underscore main.xml and I change the text to, now remember, if you want to change some text inside of XML and you want to access the resources folder, then you can directly access it by just, if you want to go to strings.xml, you can use notation at the rate and the name of the file, that is strings. So strings underscore, it is giving me suggestions that it has two strings, app name and text, but which one you want to select. I'm going to select this text. So if I go to designer again, you can see that there is a hello world text. Alright, so this way we can change that, and let me show you. Yes, the warning is also gone because we haven't hard coded this string. Now we are creating in the proper manner, in a manner the Android Studio recommends us to create that. So the same way we can define a color here. There are three colors already. The color primary, I've told you that this is the action bar color, this is status bar color, and this is the accent color, which will be used whenever we create a text field or something like that. Or if we create a progress bar, that's color will be the color accent. Alright, so let me go to the styles.xml. This is actually our theme code. This is the theme created automatically by the Android Studio. We can alter this theme and we can also create the new theme. So let me create a new theme. For example, I create a new theme. I have to give this tag style, and then there if I press enter, it will ask me to name it. I'm going to name like my custom theme, for example. And remember, every theme you create should have a parent. It should inherit from some theme, so we need to select that. For example, I hit the enter, it will select parent and it will open up the suggestions that which theme you want to select. There are plenty of themes. Whichever theme you want to select, you can select from here. So one thing, bear in mind that if you want action bar, for example, I've created this theme. This will have no action bar. What does that mean is, the text where this currency converter is written, the background of this text is action bar. If I have no action bar here, there will be nothing here. Alright, so let me show you how this works. So let me create this theme now. So there are three important things which we should give to theme, and those are these three colors. That what will be the color primary that action bar will use, the color primary dark that the status bar will use, and what will be the accent color of this theme. So I'm going to create three colors here. For example, I want to add item color primary, for example, so I can select from here color primary, and I have to give a value. I can give value like this, a color like this, and it's a dark color, but it's recommended to use the colors.xml. So we define every color we want in that file. So I'm going to access a color from here, from there. So let me create some colors here. Let's say I want to create color. I'm going to name it custom primary, for example, and I'm going to give it value, a random value I'm going to give it. Let me give some F here so that its color could be some dark. Alright, these could be maximum 3 letters here, so I have 6 letters here, so I've given 6 letters. So I've given 6 letters. This is my custom primary color. If you press Ctrl D or Command D on Mac, you can duplicate this color. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to rename this primary dark here. and I also going to change its value, for example, to this one, something that is very close to uh, a little darker than the yellow one. Alright, so and another color, let me give it value, for example, it should be, there should be marginal difference between the two. This is white, and let me give 5 and 5 here, and alright, so I've taken this color. Let's take another color accent, that will be custom accent, yeah, or color accent, whatever the name you want to give it. And you should give a value here, so I'm going to give a value like I'm going to give FABCT, something like this. So if I go to my style.xml, now I can give it the color primary here. I want to give custom primary color here, so I can select it like this, at the rate color slash custom primary, and then I'm going to give it primary dark, so I can give it color primary dark here, and that will be the color custom primary dark here, sorry, custom primary dark, so should be this one. So the next color I'm going to give is color accent, and it is going to be custom accent. Alright, so we have created a theme. Now we need to attach this theme to our app. How can we do that? You need to go to the app underscore manifest file and double click on this Android manifest, and you can see that this is actually the base of every app. This contains some configuration files of every app, the activities an app contains, and the some attributes of an application. For example, here is an application tab in which every activity, in current case we have only one activity, so it is giving one activity, and there is an intent filter in it that says that this is an launcher activity. That means that whenever the app is launched, this is will be the first activity shown to the user. So here you can see there is a theme icon here, theme tab here, tag here, so we can change its value. Sorry, so its value was app theme, so I'm going to change it to custom theme, my custom theme. So now we have successfully changed our theme, so let me run this app again. Remember, this is not custom currency converter app, this is the app, this is the project we have just created. Gradle build process is running, and it will be over in just some seconds. Alright, so it's installing APK, and now it's launching the APK. And as you can see that our status bar color is changed, and there is no action bar because we have selected the theme that has no action bar. Here you can see that we have inherited from a theme that has no action bar. So in order to get an action bar, we need to remove this to no tab. That, for example, we can remove this, and if you press the dot on your keyboard, then you will see the suggestions, and you can select from the dark action bar, for example. And if you run again the app, As you can see that now we have our action bar back, but our color scheme is very bad. So you can get the colors scheme from, if you go to the Google and search for material design. Material.io is a website by Google that provides very nice colors and color schemes to, you can go there. It's not materials.io, it's material.io. Yes, yes, this is the website. So this has pretty much nice design colors. So where are those? Let me get there. It's under develop, or which folder? It's under design, and if you go to the left side of the panel, and you can go to the color, and under color you have to go to the color system, and as you can see here, it has given a nice theme, and that has primary color this one, and this is the primary dark, and this is the accent color of this theme. And this shows us that how you can select a particular theme. So it will be providing us the nice colors, and as you can see here, so I'm going to pick some colors from here. This is the color panel of it. From here we can select the colors, and bear in mind one thing, that the color primary dark should be darker than the color primary. So I'm going to select this as color primary dark, and I'm going to control C on Windows, command C on Mac to copy this color, and I'm going to paste it under colors.xml. For example, this was my custom primary color, so I'm going to change that to this one, and again I'm going to select uh, sorry, I actually changed the color primary. It should have been changed the color primary dark. So I've changed the color primary dark. Now I'm getting this as the color primary for me, and let me get this. So I can change it here. For color accent, I can choose any color, but I'm going to choose this one color for color primary dark, for color accent. So I'm going to run this app again. As you can see that we have got a nice theme. So how we were able to get this? First of all, we went to our styles.xml, we created a new theme, and we created some new nice colors, and we got these colors from material.io. That's a Google website from where you have to browse to the colors, and you have to go to pick the color. From here there are plenty of colors you can pick from, and these are material colors. So this way we can create our own custom theme. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video.